All right, guys, everyone. Hello. I welcome you to my YouTube channel. My name is Edward Amoakun, and if you are first time in this channel, I say a very welcome and stay tuned and enjoy a wonderful tutorials like what you are going to learn. Okay, so over this channel, what we do is we do tutorial videos, okay, and also motivate ourselves in this graphic design and also our lives. So without wasting my time, in today's tutorial, we're going to learn how to design a simple and amazing church flyer like this. Okay, so using Photoshop. So I'm going to walk you through on how to come along with this beautiful and simple design. Okay, so don't forget that I will leave a link in the description just for you to download all the resources. Okay, and then I'll give a link to go and download the font. Okay, how to download and install font. Okay, so I'll give a link to download the font that I use in this particular tutorial. All right, so without wasting my time, let's get started. All right, guys. So you're welcome. So let me walk you through as we designed this amazing church flyer. Okay, this is a design that I did for Presbyterian Church of Ghana. Okay, one of the branch in my locality or in my area in Elmina. I am in Elmina. All right. So I'm going to walk you through how to design a festival of praise 2022. Okay. Yes, coming this December. So this is an example of a Christmas flyer. Okay, so first thing that you need to do is to open a new document. Okay, so we open a new document, go to file here, go to new. Okay, good. And then this is social media, so we are setting it. Let's name it like festival. Okay, we are naming it of praise. All right, festival of praise. I don't know if my praise is correct. Okay, I think this is okay. And then we are using pixels 1080. All right, then the height to 1080, resolution is 300. Any other thing is okay. So we hit on create. Then we have a new page or a new document. So the second thing is to bring in our background. All right, now before we bring in the images, first of all we have to set a solid or gradient color. All right, so I use a gradient color for this particular design. So I will go to my layer side. Photoshop uses layers a lot, so don't forget that I keep on saying this. So you come to your layers, then you come to your layer adjustment. Okay, all right, create new fill or layer adjustment. So click on that, and then we are going to use this gradient. Okay, now you double click on this gradient, and then we are going down because I've set my gradient already, so I'm going to use this. Now let me give you the hex codes. All right, let me double click, and then this is the head code 2E3029. Okay, so you copy it and then you paste it. Okay, then go to the second one. That one too is ED1C24. ED1C24. Copy it, and then or you just put in the hash code down here, and then you get the same color. Then I also said that if you want to save this head code, click on this new. Okay, I am using Photoshop 2021. Click on this new here, and then it is going to save for you over here. Okay, so I have it already, so I will delete this. I will just right click it and then come to delete and then delete it. Okay, then if I set everything okay, click on OK. With the style, I remain it to linear. I will not change anything over here, so I will leave it. All right, so the second thing that we'll do, once we set in our gradient, we go into our resources, then we bring this particular um, image. Okay, this one. So let's bring it onto Photoshop, and then let me drag it down here. Something like this will be okay. Double click to accept, and I'm going to set this one to soft light. Once you bring it onto Photoshop, come to your layer side here. All right, come to the blending option here where my cursor is. Click on this arrow here, and then you go in and set it to soft light. okay, so that I will see my blue background in there. Then what I will do next is to rasterize this, okay, or I will add a layer mask. All right, let's add a layer mask to this, and then I'll go into my brush tool. All right, go and select my brush tool. You see it is plus because my caps lock is on. I'll set it off, reduce it to, let me say, 600. Won't be bad. All right, then I'll make sure that my foreground color is black. All right, then this one too, I'll set it to white. Then I will try to brush the edges. All right, good, so that it will match with the background. Okay, if not that too, you can also rasterize if you don't want to add the layer marks. All right, and then let's change it to, let's pick this color blue here. All right, and then let me reduce it. The reason why it is not showing is because your foreground color here, so you make sure that you set it to um black, okay, so that when you brush it, if you don't want it that way too, all right, you can also either anyhow you want it, okay, anyhow you want it. Okay, so I think let me go back. Okay, so I brush it so that it will blend with the background, or better still, you can rasterize it anyhow you want it. All right, just rasterize it, and then go for your the same brush tool, then go for your eraser tool. All right, make sure you rasterize it. Then let's go for the, let's increase it small. I think this is okay for me. All right, good. So now I have my background like this. Amazing. Okay, so the next thing is to bring in the rest of the backgrounds. Okay, so let's learn to bring in the rest of the background. All right, yeah, so let's bring in the second background. We go here, and then we are bringing in this particular worship background. Okay, I'm much interested because it's a festival of praise, so I want my background to be like people praising God. All right, so I'll set this one. I only wanted this man here, which is who has raised the hand. I want it to show up, so we are going to blend it, okay, rasterize it, or we are going to add a layer mask to it. Go in for our brush tool. Here is it. Okay, then let's set it to 700. All right, then make sure your the foreground color here is black. Okay, good. Then let's take our time to brush, because I wanted the gentleman who is praising God, okay, to show. It's too much for me, so I'll go in, brush it again. Just take your time and let's brush through. All right, so I'll play along with the brush. Okay, something like this. Won't be bad. Okay, amazing. I like it this way. All right, then we are going to change it to soft light. Okay, change the soft light, and then set the opacity to 50. Okay, make sure the opacity is 50. Then we are going to bring in the third background, which is this. All right, so you drag it and bring it onto Photoshop. Okay, so I want this woman here, something like this. Okay, praising God. All right, then we are going to add a layer mask. Going for our brush tool. Here is it. Here is the brush tool. All right, then you try to brush the edges. All right, just only the edges, something like this. um, Only the edges. I like it this way. Wow. Then um we are setting it to soft light. Okay, and then set the opacity to set it to 50. I think 50 is okay for me, so that the background, you see the images on the background. Very good. So our background is set. That is one important thing that you have to note anytime you are designing. So our background is ready. So the next thing that we need to do is to bring in our text. Okay, so bringing in the text, that is one important thing that as a designer you have to know. All right, so let me group all of these background. All right, let me group them. Okay, Control J, and then let me name this as background. Okay, let me name this as background. Okay, backgrounds. Amazing. So we are bringing in our text and the rest. Okay. Okay, so setting the background. So let's try to bring in the text. Now, the first thing that I want us to look is to bring in the logo. Okay, now bringing in the logo, let's go to file here. That is another way of bringing in logo. In place embedded, I am using Photoshop 2021. Okay, and then go to my resources. All right, this is the resources here, and then bring in this logo. Double click it, and then it is here. Okay, now I don't want my logo to be like this. I actually want to play along with the logo positioning. So I'll go click on my, because I want it to be on this background. Okay, go in for my my tools are here. All of these are the tools. Go in for the rectangular tool. Make sure that once you select the rectangular tool, this you have on top here, we have the shape. Okay, we have the path pixels, but I want it to be shaped, so I will draw this. Make sure that you change the color from black to white. Okay, the stroke, leave it like that, and then come to the middle here, and then you draw it this way. All right, so I'm going to curve this so that the position of the logo is already curved, like it's not rectangular form, like it's curved, though I want this to be curved. So once you draw it, this property is going to pop up. If yours doesn't show, come to Windows here, and then you go in for properties. Here is it, and then this is going to pop up. Now when this property pop up, you see this settings. That is when you are using Photoshop 2021. Okay, so when these settings pop up, just hold any part and then drag it. All right, so you could see that there is going to be a change. Now the changes, you could see that it applies to all the four sides. Look at the paper. Okay, so you could see that these changes, it means that it is affecting all the four corners. I doesn't want it that way. I just want it only this part, the down part, the bottom part. Okay, so you see this thumbnail here, click on it, and then you just play along. So you could say it happens to only one part. So I will set it to something like 65, and then come and maybe put in 65 in there. All right, and then enter. So I'm going to have something like this, or better still, you can just go to 70, and then this one to 70. All right, good, good. So I like it this way. Then I'll click on this so that it will go. Now you can see that my logo is on top. When you come to the layer side, you see that the logo is on top of the shape. Okay, so I'll just come to this shape, this logo, drag it on top, and then try to adjust it to fit in. Double click it, and then you right click it. You are going to clip mask it. I want this logo to enter into it, so I'll right click it and then go in for clip mask. Okay, something like this is okay for me. So you can see that the logo is too big, so I want to, yes, the shape is too big, so I want something like this. I think this is okay for me. Okay, let it down, and then let me reduce the size of the logo, something like this. Then let me position the logo at the center. Okay, yes, everything at the center. So if you want to make sure that everything is at the center, just select one, press Control, select this one too, and then you center them. That is the logo, and then the shape. If you want them to center, but if you want them to center the whole paper, you press Control A, then you see this selection there. If this selection does not pop up, then it means you are doing different thing. Okay, all right, so you center it, everything. So alignment is very, very important. So you can group it and then call it a logo. All right, you can name it as logo. All right, then we can reduce it small. Okay, we can even reduce it because it's so big for me. Okay, I think this is okay. Let me center it. it's already centered. So the next one that I will do is to bring in my text. All right, good, good. So let's go to, then we are writing the Presbyterian Church of Ghana. All right, let's write that. So let's write the name of the church, Presbyterian Church, all in caps, okay? Presbyterian Church, Presbyterian, okay? Presbyterian Church, Presbyterian Church, Church of Ghana, okay? Then come down, and then we are writing MT say Sinai, okay? Sinai Youth. Youth in collaboration with NUPS J, okay, Comenco, Comenco local. Amazing. Okay, so I think this is okay. Now we are using the font that we are using is Gotham. All right, so over here I want the size of the font to be bold, so I'll go for bold and then change the color of the font to black, white. Okay, yes, I want it to be white, then position it here. Okay, so I like it this way, and then copy this, and then I'm now going to write in present. With the present, I'm using small caps. Okay, make sure that always when you are using the text tool, you activate the character. Okay, I always keep on saying this, so make sure that this character is there. Okay, so if yours is not there, please go to Windows and then go to character here. All right, so let's double click. Oh, and then yes, the present is okay, so I'm going to space out the present. Okay, you can even zoom in just for you to have a clear look at your work. Okay, then I'm going to change from the bold to book, and then space out this particular font. Okay, and then position it at the middle here. I think this is also at the middle. I think yes. So once you see the line like this, it means that it is trying to tell you this it is at the middle. Okay. All right. The spacing I want 400. I think 400 is okay. Then I'm going to copy this again. Then I'm going to put in the Festival of Praise. Okay. Festival. Okay. Festival. Let me spell it correctly. Festival. Okay, so now we want something simple. So with the festival, I'm going in for this particular font. We call it Senzo. Okay, this is an amazing font. Okay, at the end of the video, I will show you how to get this font. Okay, then I will set it to 30. 30 is too big. So let's go in for something like 11 and see. Yes, I think this is okay for me. All right, then the next thing that I'm going to do is to copy this again. Then I'm going to change it to of praise. Okay, of praise. All right, so I'm going to change this particular font of praise and to yes, to either something stylish. Okay, something stylish. Let's go and see the font that I use. Okay, so yes, so the font that I use is Orthographia Personal. Okay, so let's search for it. But I like this font though, but I want it to be on top of the festival. So yeah, it is already on top. All right, so let's increase this particular font to 12 and see. But I don't like this particular font, so let's use Auto. So once you press in auto, you are going to get all of these. Okay, so you just go through the one that you think is good for your work. Okay, and then you go by it. But I really like this one. Okay, the regular one. Okay, then I'm going to reduce this to yes, something like 11. Okay, so something like this, something like 11 is okay for me. Okay, then what we'll do next is bring in this theme. Okay, oh come let's sing unto the Lord. All right, so I'll copy this same font, but this time around I will change it to the Gotham. Okay, we are using Gotham. All right, change the size to 3. Okay, then we are going to use the theme. Then we are writing, oh, come, let's sing unto the Lord. Okay, that will be Psalm. Let me check this quotation. That is Psalm 95 verse 1. Psalm 95. Psalm 95 verse 1. Okay, good. So you could see that we want something simple. So I want to use bold for this one, and then change it to 1.5. Okay, yes, 1.5, something like this. Change the color of this to something yellow. All right, I want something yellowish for it. Okay, so you can just pick the color code F4 D52D. Okay, and then let me change the font to either 1 point. Let me use 1.8 for it, and let's see. All right, 1.8. I think this is okay for me. All right, so the next thing is to bring in this rectangular shape. All right, create this rectangular shape. So let's do that. So go to the rectangular, then let's draw it where we'll put in the venue and then the rest. Okay, so just white, maintain white like that. Okay, and then let's see how it goes. Okay, so when we are done with this um our rectangle, what we are going to do is to, let me zoom out. Okay, so that I'll have a clear look at my work. Okay, so I think I like this way. So what I will do next again is I want this rectangle to be in line with the festival. Okay, so looking at where the line is, and then let me check if the festival is already aligned at the center. Okay, so let me check. Yes, it's aligned. So let me bring this one to here. All right, so that means that I want my rectangle to fill in this shape. All right, so that they will be the same. Alignment is key in graphic designing. All right, and then that means the theme as well, we have to enlarge it. Okay, so just click on any part and then just drag it so that it will fill the entire space. Okay, yes, so I like, so it means that our work and everything is here, the text, everything is here. All right, so let me bring this one down a little bit. Okay, yes, I mean, this is amazing. So what we are going to do next is to bring in the effect. Okay, so on this particular rectangle, I'm going in for my resources. Okay, go to desktop, my resources over here, and I'm bringing in this particular, let me show you. All right, I'm bringing in this particular image, okay, which looks like a golden. I got them from Google. Okay, so I'll drag it onto Photoshop. Make sure that before you bring in this, make sure that you have select the rectangle and it will be on top of the rectangle so that I can clip mask. Let me reduce it. I want it to, yes, I want it to be to fill it. Then what I'm going to do is to clip mask. Okay, just right click on the thing that you brought, the element that you brought, right click and then create clipping mask so that it will be in there. Okay, then what I will again do is to copy. All right, so you copy this. All right, bring it here. I'm bringing it on top of the of praise, this one of praise. So that means that I have to bring this particular element on top, drag it down so that it will be on top of the praise, because I want to clip mask it into the praise. Okay, right click it and then create clipping mask so that it will be inside the of praise. Okay, so what we are going to do next is to try to blend this. Okay, we are going to just try to add a Gaussian blur to this to effect. So what we do is that once you select this element, go to filter, go to blur, and then go to Gaussian blur. Okay, then we are going to play along with it. Okay, or better still, let's cancel it. We shouldn't add Gaussian blur. Let's try to add um control U. Okay, huge and saturation, control U, control U. Then we are going to play along with it. All right, just play along. Or better still, you can leave it like that, but I wanted to just play along with it, or you can just leave it like this. I think the golden is looks nice for me. All right, good. So our next work is to bring in or add the dates. Okay, the date and then everything. So I'm going to copy this, our logo here. Okay, the name of the church, Control J, bring it here. You see that the one that we copied is under the work, so you bring it on top somewhere here. Okay, good, so that it will show. If it is not showing, then it will be this one. Yes, yeah. Then we are going to change the color to black. Good. Then we are going to change and write in the date, this one, Friday 9th December 2022. Okay, so let's write that, Friday comma 9th December 2022. Okay, I'm going to copy this and then write at where is it being located. Okay, so at church premises, Mante Mankebi. At church premises, Mante Man. Let me check the spelling very well. Mante Mankebi. Okay, is it I? Yes, I think this is okay. Then I'm going to increase the font size to, let me 2 and see. Okay, okay, so let me enlarge it small. I think this is okay. This is what, 2.0. Let's pick this one, 2, and then put in 2 there. Okay, but I want this one to be big, the Friday one to be big, because that is the main date. Okay, all right, good. And then what we'll do next is to bring in a line. We want to bring in a line here. Okay, the line shouldn't be all that's, a line. So just learn how to do, and then change the color to black. Okay, and then we are going to align it. Just press, once you select the line, press Control C, sorry, Control A, then you align it. Okay, all right, so make sure that you align it at the center. Okay, good. So now you see our work is nice. So let's try to um bring this one down here. uh, Bring this one to up. Let's align this one, Control A, to make sure that it is aligned. Good. I think I like this particular way. Okay, so this is amazing. This is very simple. Okay, no stress at all. I'm an agent of simplicity in graphic design. Let me align this particular praise. Okay, Control A, and then let me align the praise to. Amazing. Good. Good. So this is our work. So let's try to, let me increase the woman who is praising who is praising God there. Okay, 60. I think 60 won't be bad at all. Okay, so I like this. And let me bring this one up. Okay, the date, the church, and everything here. Let me bring it down. And bring it down a little bit down. Good. And then let me bring this one to a little bit down. Good. And then bring the praise, and bring it down a little bit. Okay, not that too bad. And bring the festival to a little bit, something like this. I think this is okay. All right, good. So what we'll do next is to bring in the effects. So we are done with our work. So amazing. So what we do is that I'll click on this particular festival. Okay, and then go in for my my flashlight. Okay, this particular lens flare, you can download it from Google. So you type in lens flare. Okay, so let's drag it onto Photoshop, bring it on top, try to play along with it. Then what I would do is to set the, I want to take away this darkness. So in Photoshop, if you want to take away darkness, what you do is that you set the blending mode to screen, okay, so that the darkness will go, and then you set it, you play along with it. All right, just let me bring it somewhere here. Okay, all right, guys. So you position the lens flare. Okay, just make sure that you position it to a place that you really like. Let's try to expand this, so that we'll see how best it goes. Okay, so let me bring it somewhere here like this. Okay, let me expand it. Okay, so I want it to be on top of everything. Okay, let me bring it on top of everything and see how. Yes, I like it this way. Let me reduce it small. Okay, so just play along with it how you want it to be. Okay, I personally want it this way. Okay, let me yes, so that this lightning will be on the line. Okay, something like this. I think it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Okay, so let me bring it here. All right, amazing, amazing. I like it. Then I will rasterize the lens flare. Okay, go for my eraser tool. If it is plus, then it means your capsule. Then brush some parts off. Okay, good. All right, good, amazing. So you see, it looks so beautiful. All right, it looks so beautiful. So just try your hand on it. Let me try to brush some few thing off so that so something like this is okay. Let me take the ruler off. Okay, yes. So if possibly you want to add a telephone number to it, you can just write it down here. Okay, for maybe contact so and so for more information. You can just, but I just wanted us to make something very simple, something very simple. No stress at all. Okay, just something simple. Then you are good to go. Okay. All right. So just try your hand on it, and then you are good. So one more thing that I want us to also do is that, you see, when you do your designs and you want to add um a little more brightening, okay, so you just have to come to the layer adjustment over here. Okay, and then you go for curves. All right, then when this curves come, you try to, you understand, you try to play along with the brightening. Okay, so you can give it more brightening if you want. I want it to be like this. All right, so I like it this way. Beautiful. All right, so you save your work, and then you can submit it to anyone that you want to. Okay, so I will end here. Please consider this channel by subscribing. If you like the video, please like, drop your comments. Okay, if you don't understand anything, or if you want me to design any flyer over here, just drop a comment, and then I will try to respond you. Okay, so let me see you in the next video. Bye.